Weed and Wheat. Jesus' parable of the weeds and wheat offer insight into becoming compassionate both and people instead of either or people. We may have been told to pull out the imperfect weeds and get rid of our faults. But since we really couldn't get rid of them, we covered them up and pretended we didn't have them. And that just doesn't work. Jesus shows us absolute realism. He says, let the weeds and the wheat both grow together. We can't pretend to understand it, although it allows us to be compassionate with ourselves. Everything is a mixed bag, a combination of good and bad. We are not all weeds, and we are not all wheat either. We need to learn to accept and forgive this mixed bag of reality in ourselves and in everybody else. Our world is filled with a lot of angry people because they cannot accept their own weeds. To accept this teaching simply means that we have some realism about ourselves and each other. We have to name the weed as a weed. We can't just pretend it's all wheat, all good, because it isn't. We are not perfect. If you really love anybody, then you have learned to accept a person despite and sometimes even because of their faults. Only God's heart, only the mind of Christ in us, really and fully knows how to do that. Rest in this knowing.